on the frontier town of Mandera during heavy fighting over the border between three units from BAN hit an explosive device while on an escort mission, a security source said late Wednesday. 4 military were killed in this ambush and another 3 were injured. Another military vehicle that was reinforcing the first unit also hit an explosive device, leaving 5 people injured. Jihadist attacks in Burkina Faso, which borders Mali and Niger, have killed around 800 people and forced 800,000 people from their homes since 2015. Up next is our foreign news.
Our conversation on One today is with Dr. Charles.
With a repeat broadcast on Sunday at 9:30 p.m. on Plus TV Africa.
As the coronavirus assumes pandemic proportion globally, the World Health Organization, WHO, has warned that banknotes could aid the transmission of the infectious disease. The United Nations body therefore counseled people to rather go cashless when making purchases. In the event where they handle money, people should make it a regular habit to wash their hands immediately. The WHO warned that coronavirus could be on the surface of banknotes for several days, hence the need for people to refrain from using money for transactions as much as possible. In February, Chinese and Korean banks embarked on the disinfection and isolation of used banknotes as part of efforts to stem the spread of the virus. Like any other surface that large numbers of people come into contact with, notes can carry bacteria or viruses. However, the risk posed by handling a polymer note is no greater than touching any other common surface, such as handrails, doorknobs, or credit cards, the Bank of England said. The WHO has warned that coronavirus can be spread through contaminated objects, droplets, and direct contact with infected patients. U.S. media tycoon Michael Bloomberg said Wednesday he was quitting the Democratic primary race and instead endorsing frontrunner Joe Biden for the White House after being snubbed by voters. The billionaire, former mayor of New York, spent hundreds of millions of dollars on his presidential run but failed to win any of the 14 states on offer on Super Tuesday, the most important day in the Democratic primary season. Meanwhile, Ukrainian lawmakers on Wednesday approved the resignation of Prime Minister Oleksiy Gottyruк only 6 months into the job, caught out by a leaked recording of him criticizing the president. He will be replaced by one of his deputies. The Prime Minister had offered to resign on Tuesday in a second attempt to quit after a leaked recording emerged in January of him questioning President Volodymyr Zelensky's grasp of economies. President Zelensky denounced Gottyruck's government's performance on economic issues, saying it made some achievements but not enough. It is expected that current Deputy Prime Minister Denis Shmyhal will be nominated as Gottyruck's replacement later Wednesday, with some key ministers also getting shuffled. The outgoing minister became Ukraine's youngest ever prime minister after Zelensky nominated him in August. He faced an economy that is stalled and a country still locked in a conflict with separatists in the east. Up next, oil gives up gains even as OPEC works on big output cut. That's our business news after this break. And in business, Brent oil prices steadied on Wednesday, pairing early gains as markets assessed whether deeper output cuts by major producers will be enough to offset the impact of the coronavirus outbreak. Brent crude was down by 1 cent at $51.85 a barrel. U.S. West Texas Intermediate was up by 8 cents for the $7.26 a barrel. The contract had gained 98 cents earlier in the session. Saudi Arabia and other OPEC members will seek to persuade Russia on Wednesday to join them in large additional oil output cuts to proper prices, which have fallen because of the coronavirus outbreak. Still ahead on Plus TV Africa News is our roundup in entertainment and sports news. We'll be back in a moment.
Ndị be anyị, ana m ekene unu. None.
The moment he came with that
message of you don't expect me to treat the 97% the same way I would treat the 5%. That was a statement of division.
I haven't even heard. I did not know that this had come up again.
Really?
I didn't know it had gone
it's
into
all of
second reading. So thank you for mentioning it. This is the most ridiculous thing I've heard. To think that these people can like raid this country, destroy this country, and then ask for immunity.
Isn't democracy the government of the people, by the people, for the people?
That's what it should be.
And at what point did we give the power within this democracy, of this democracy, to the people we have voted?
The Constitution is not we, the people, as we have it today. It's not we, the people, that promulgate. That Constitution is not us.
It has nothing to do with
It's something
the
that was foisted on us.
Welcome to What Are You Saying? #Ways.
Coronavirus, it's a viral infection. And the new coronavirus that we're all talking about, novel coronavirus, it's part of a family of various coronaviruses.
And in the interesting world of entertainment, fans chanted Amy Winehouse's name as a stone bearing the name was unveiled on the Music Walk of Fame in Camden, North London. The singer's parents, Mitch and Janice, attended the ceremony, calling it a tremendous accolade, a privilege, and a wonderful tribute to her. Camden was the star's main stomping ground, and fans regularly paid their respect outside her former house. Winehouse achieved international acclaim in 2006 with her second album, Back to Black, winning multiple Brit and Grammy Awards. Winehouse's stone is the third to be unveiled on Camden's recently established Music Walk of Fame, following earlier ones dedicated to The Who and Madness. Soul to Soul will be commemorated in a like fashion on Thursday ahead of the 6th Music Festival, which takes place in Camden over the weekend. That's it on entertainment. The very best in sports coming right after this. Super Eagles coach Gernot Rohr has listed team captain Ahmed Musa, vice captain William Ekong, and veteran defender Kenneth Omeruo on his 24-man Super Eagles roster for the quick double 2021 African Cup of Nations qualifying fixtures against the Lone Stars of Sierra Leone this month. There are also goalkeeper Daniel Akpeyi, defenders Leon Balogun and Olaoluwa Aina, midfielder Wilfred Ndidi, and forwards Alex Iwobi and Victor Osimhen in the list of 3 goalkeepers, 8 defenders, 5 midfielders, and 8 forwards. Germany-based defender Kingsley Ehizibwe on the books of FC Caen, and Holland-based forward Cyril Dessers have been called up for the first time, while England-based former Under-17 World Cup winner Kelechi Iheanacho returns to the fold. Nigeria hosts the Lone Stars at the Stephen Keshi Stadium in Asaba on Friday, March 27, before flying to Freetown to confront the Stars at the Siaka Stevens Stadium and the return 4 days later. And that's our news roundup of events at this hour. For more news updates, please follow us at Plus TV Africa on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and do subscribe to our YouTube channel at Plus TV Africa. We'll be back later with more stories making the headlines. Do join us. I am Benny Ark.
The Oshafa Pottery Center lies in the ancient. Journalists and social media influencers visited the famous pottery center to showcase it as one of the important landmarks on Google Maps in Abuja, Nigeria.
Google Maps has transit information for nearly several thousand agencies, which means transport agencies for all around the world who provide transit for people, and more than 3.8 million stations in the world. Over 1 billion kilometers worth of transit results every day. And that's mind-blowing.
We were given a demonstration of the local way of making a pot such that designs are achieved using local tools. For example, twisted strings or notch wood over the surface of the clay.
She tends to go round and round about the pot until she achieves the desired shape and height. Then there are some tools equally here she has that she used to equally design it, then shaping it, then smoothing it. You have to turn and turn. She has to turn around so that the thing will be, the wall will be even. If you don't turn, the wall will not be even. The essence of she turning is for the wall to be and for the clay to be even round.
have been relentless in